In order to attain the Creator, we have to be in the opposite form from Him, that is, under concealment, because attainment is always according to equivalence of form, equivalence of qualities. So on the one hand, we have to be under concealment from Him and to maintain that concealment. Otherwise, we won't be created beings. Created being is one who is outside of the Creator, in opposition to the Creator, not included in Him. Let's say the still vegetative and animate are included within the Creator, therefore they don't have any bad or good or anything, rather they just keep all of His commandments directly. They're seemingly inside of Him, inside of that law that the Creator has established, the egoistic law. And on the other hand, there are other forms that we're not yet familiar with, called angels, who are the same as the still vegetative and animate, also keeping the laws of nature of the Creator, but maybe in bestowal. And there's no difference if it's bestowal or reception, if it's not together in opposition to the Creator and together with Him. So Adam, man, has to be composed of two. On the one hand, he's the opposite of the Creator, according to his desire, and the more he grows, the more he has to be great in his desire, meaning farther away from the Creator in his desire. And on the other hand, he has to acquire the equivalence of form, or matching the Creator according to his intention in order to bestow. The closer he is to the Creator, his desire is greater in opposition to the Creator, and his intention is greater in resembling the Creator. And this is how he advances. In order to understand this system, our ability to reach a status which is like the Creator, when we are comprised of the opposite will to receive and of the matching intention, we cannot build it artificially. As much as we hear about it, it's not going to help us. We have to learn that and to do it in practice, from actions. There is none as wise as the experienced one. This means that from the experience, from the actions, we acquire the wisdom. And you cannot acquire wisdom before you carry out certain actions out of which you understand the wisdom in it. This is how everything is built. One who thinks that he can become wise without experience, that is philosophy. And we see how everybody is wrong about that, and other than troubles, we don't get anything else from that. So, in order to reach from experience to the attainment of the Creator, the feeling of the Creator, to coming closer to Him, how can we do it so that we will have an action before the outcome, before the study, before the wisdom, before the attainment? Seemingly, it is a contradiction in terms. Therefore, there is a system called the system of the soul, Adam Harishon, that was broken on purpose. It was established in a special way of shattering within the general system called the system of the worlds. And this is how we exist in a very complex system on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's not really such a big problem, because everything was meant in order for us, through experience, to discover the results, the chokhmah, the wisdom, and then we will know how with this wisdom we can relate to the Creator. We cannot be in some experiments with the Creator in some laboratory. Rather, we have a laboratory called the 10, and there we make all the actions. And therefore, the rule is simple, from the love of people to the love of the Creator. that everything that we need to attain with respect to the Creator in giving, receiving, in intentions of receiving and giving in all of the different degrees, we first must do it in society in a practical manner. And out of that, we acquire the understanding, the emotions, all kinds of principles. We start to understand what is it that the Kabbalists have written for us, what did they intend. And then we take these things and move them to the Creator accordingly. And He is then revealed as the continuation of our practical actions in society. And we already begin to relate to Him out of our experience. So we have to see the work in the 10, the practical work, as the most important thing. Without that, we will have no possibility to turn to the Creator. Not because it is arranged this way according to the systems of the world and the soul within them, rather because we simply won't know how to relate to Him. He will be concealed until we will have the kelim in our mind and heart, and the intention and thought, and in the desire, in the potential that are suitable for equivalence of form with Him. That we get all of the kelim from our environment, and the execution is already through the environment to the Creator. Therefore, the practical work in the 10 is the most important work, and it truly ends in that action of the end of correction, Gmar Tikkun, that we must reach. Until the end of correction, all of the actions are only within society, and from it to the Creator. And when we carry out actions within the society, in the beginning of these actions, we don't even take into consideration the upper force. Is he there or not? Does he determine anything or not? We simply approach the action, the experiment, the attempt in a clean manner. The judge has only what his eyes can see. And this way, gradually our eyes open, and accordingly we come to actions that are more and more intricate, deep, high, but following the same principle. The judge has only what his eyes can see, because the 10 is there before us, it's in our hands, and therefore we can reach through that. So spiritual attainment is also concrete attainment within the kelim that we acquire, and there are no fantasies involved. To the contrary, this world is the imaginary world. And the spiritual world is actually revealed as a concrete, real, practical world. So let's see what Kabbalists tell us about it. And all in all, what we want out of this lesson is to extract some feeling about the greatness of the work in the 10. Because indeed, without this stage, we won't be able to discover the Creator there and to achieve the purpose of creation.